I hope you had a great weekend. Well, all through last week, we had thousands of people from across the world who engaged in the intermittent fasting and dry fasting. If you're watching this video for the first time and you don't know what intermittent fasting is and dry fasting is, you can watch our videos, or we will post the video of intermittent and dry fasting, how you do it, the pros and cons, and the contradictions in this thread right after this video. Now, the reason I go on talking a lot about intermittent and dry fasting benefits, because I do believe it's going to become the new religion when it comes to lifestyle and living. It is going to replace every fad diet that exists out there because it's natural to the human body. It's always existed as part of our genetic evolution and our genetic makeup. And the brilliance is, the reason I'm having this call today is because of the innumerable testimonials flowing from people that I don't even know. They're not on my program, I don't treat them, I don't advise them, but these are people who joined the 1 week of intermittent and dry fasting all through last week, and their testimonials have been pouring in. Right from relief from arthritic pain. There was a woman who had arthritic pain for 20 years, and in the third day of her intermittent fast, she said all of her pain subsided. And she continues to do that fast right now, and she's saying she's at zero pain. Now, why? This is not a surprise, because one of the benefits of dry fasting and intermittent fasting is the reduction of inflammation. And we all know that arthritis is an autoimmune and an inflammatory condition that produces inflammation, and inflammation which is chronic and does not come down creates pain in the human body. And no amount of taking painkillers is ever going to take care of the root cause of that issue. Yep, it may relieve your pain, and we should take it if we're in a lot of pain, but if we want to get to the root cause of healing that pain and healing your inflammation, we now know that intermittent fasting provides those kind of benefits. Well, we had people, I don't like to talk about weight loss because, like I always said, the intention behind lifestyle should never be to lose weight immediately. When we have a good lifestyle and we have a healthy lifestyle, the weight loss becomes a side effect, a beautiful side effect. Okay, when people make their goal weight loss, then they resort to fad diets and frustration and looking at the scale every single day and measuring their inches, and they just tend to get more and more frustrated. Because you see, it may have taken you 1 to 2 years to put on all that weight that you're now trying to lose in 1 to 3 months. It's impossible. Okay, so intermittent and dry fasting will help you lose weight over time. But there are a lot of people who say, oh, I fasted for 3 days and I didn't lose any weight. That's because your intention is wrong and it's not supposed to work that way. Intermittent fasting is going to work on cleaning up your entire system, removing toxins, cleaning your liver. When your liver's cleaner, you lose weight more easily. So you see, it's a process. Now, we had another girl, she was 14 years old, and she decided on her own without her parents telling her to intermittent fast. She watched a video and decided to do it because she had constant migraines every single day. She had chronic constipation and she had migraines, and we know that chronic constipation and migraines are correlated with each other. On the 4th day of her intermittent fast, she moved into dry fasting. By the 5th day, she didn't have a single migraine, and her constipation had completely vanished. Basically, what happened is her body healed herself. Now, what I love about intermittent and dry fasting is it allows you to harness your own healing power of your body, your own immunity. While there are innumerable drugs out there that promise all of this stuff, something that does it fantastically for you, and it's inexpensive and free, is the healing power of your own body. Now, I'm not trying to make a claim that this is going to take care of all your diseases and take it away, but it's a great start when we learn that our body has its own healing power. It's called immunity, and when we harness our immunity to work with us and for us, it allows healing to happen, and it allows prevention to happen in the most intelligent way possible. Everything else out there is just a synthetic drug or a food that promises health benefits, which may work in most cases. But what heals you and what prevents disease is energy. That energy that goes to trillions of your cells, powering them with the ability to prevent disease, fight germs, pathogens, bacteria, and viruses better than any other mechanism on this planet. So if we can provide that energy, where do we get that energy? It's not from eating food all the time. In fact, eating too much of food is draining us of energy. The more food we eat, the more tired and lethargic we feel. We all know this when we eat too many carbohydrates. It makes us more sleepy and more tired. Cellular energy is any energy distribution in the body. If I'm utilizing too much of energy in overthinking and handling chronic emotions throughout the day, that energy is less energy going to your cells to heal you or to repair something that's not working right in your body. If you're constantly eating and munching on food throughout the day, you're constantly using digestive energy to digest all the food that you're eating throughout the day. Every 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. When we overeat, we're utilizing more energy. All that energy should be used by your cells to fuel you through your day. Natural energy, cellular energy. Everything like tea and coffee and all of that caffeine, that is fake energy that is fueling you. That's not the energy that our bodies need to fuel us through the day. That may be fine, a cup of tea, 2 cups of coffee, that may be great if we enjoy it, but if it's fueling us, you're on the wrong fuel, which means trillions of your cells are getting the wrong fuel. It is not going to keep you functioning the right way. So when we eat the right way, when we allow a fasting period in the human body, we allow all that energy that's used for digestion to go towards the healing of your body. We had people talk about the growth of their hair coming back during fasting. We got mails from people saying that people are saying that my skin is glowing, that we have this glow on our skin. We're not looking dull anymore. Yes, why? Because your cells are energized with energy and the right nutrition that you consume in the building phase of your intermittent or your dry fasting. So we need to understand that less is more when it comes to health, be it your exercise. And a brilliant point that a woman mentioned over here was she was used to working out 6 out of 7 days. During the intermittent and the yoga fast, she only walked alternate days and she did yoga alternate days. And she said she felt better, she lost inches, she had more energy levels, which made her believe that she's over-exercising all the other days because her mindset was fixed on doing more exercise to achieve better health. So you see, life doesn't have to be that difficult or complicated. We're all doing more than we should. We're obsessed with food, we're obsessed with diets, we're obsessed with exercise, the right exercise. Something as simple as movement, activity, the right amount of food going into our system and the right fasting phase is helping people get better. Now this is my favorite because there are a lot of people with GERD, acid reflux, acidity and type 2 diabetes who are very afraid to fast because they said our acidity will get worse or our sugar levels may crash. And I always advise you to do it under professional support because we don't want you going into hypo or having you get more acidic. But these are 5 males from people who are highly acidic and had type 2 diabetes. They reported a complete drop in their sugar levels and they are now working with their doctors to reduce their medication because they've proven to their doctors that making a change in their diet by fasting and dropping their carbs brought a natural decrease in their blood sugar levels. 3 people who have GERD, 2 people with UC, which is colitis, and 3 people who are highly acidic with acid reflux claim that in 6 days they have no symptoms left. Their acidity has gone completely down. Is this a miracle? Absolutely not. They've given their body a break. They've allowed their body to heal. They've allowed the membranes and the mucosal membranes of their stomach to now heal. So you see, these are possibilities. This doesn't mean that you jump off your medication and jump into fasting. This is not a replacement for your medication. This is not a replacement for your doctor, but it can be in the long run if you do it the right way. And as you can see on this thread, more and more testimonials continue to pour in. Read these, understand them, have faith, have belief, overcome your fear and your insecurity, and start building your fasting phase. You may start off with 10 hours, you may move into 11, then 12, then 13, then 14. Don't look left and right to see how many people are doing 16 to 18 hours. You look at yourself. You did 11 yesterday, do 12 tomorrow, do 14, then reach 16. You may find that your comfort level is between 12 and 13 hours. That works for your body. That's just fine for you. Remember, don't compare yourself with other people. The best benchmark for comparison is yourself. Are you a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, than you were 1 week ago, than you were 1 month ago? That's the only benchmark that you compare yourself against. That's how you'll succeed, that's how you'll reach your goals, and that's how you'll be less miserable, less frustrated, less depressed, and a lot more happy. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.